Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, so you sent over some interesting material about a gadget that's been getting a lot of buzz, the Trimui Brick.
Yeah, quite a bit of talk online about this one.
Exactly. And the big question everyone seems to have is, is it actually this cool premium retro thing, or is it just another one of those online scams?
Right. That's the mission today. We're digging into a specific review from good, genuine reviews to figure out, well, is the Trimui Brick legit? What's the quality like?
So we can quickly tell you if it's worth considering.
Precisely. And I think the best place to start is the physical object itself. What does it feel like?
Okay, yeah, let's unpack that, because looking at it, the first thing you notice, it doesn't look like those tons of cheap plastic handhelds out there.
Not at all.
It looks pretty sleek, kind of minimalist. But the key thing, according to the review, is the material.
Mhm.
It's not plastic. It's aluminum alloy, and it's made using CNC machining.
That's it. And that's really significant. Using CNC machined aluminum, that's like the immediate sign this probably isn't a scam.
Right, because that costs money to do.
Exactly. It shows the brand's actually investing, aiming for something durable, something that feels, premium, not just a cheap clone.
So it feels sturdy.
Yeah, the review mentions it feels robust, solid, and things like the buttons are well placed, the screen's nice and crisp, it's got this clean look.
Okay, so the build quality sounds impressive. It looks the part. But what about what's inside? What does it actually do?
Well, it's definitely aimed squarely at retro gaming. No surprises there.
Right, so like NES, SNES.
Yep, NES, SNES, Game Boy Color, Advance. The usual suspects are all covered according to the source.
Okay.
But, and this is interesting, it also apparently handles some PlayStation 1 games.
Oh, okay. PS1 emulation.
Yeah,
That definitely takes a bit more power, doesn't it?
it does. It means it can't just be some super low-end chip inside that nice metal shell.
Right.
And the other features mentioned kind of back that up, things you don't always see on the really cheap clones.
Like what?
Well, responsive controls, which is key. Support for TF cards for your games, obviously. USB-C charging.
Essential these days.
Totally. And Bluetooth as well, so you can connect an external controller if you want.
Okay. So functionally, it seems pretty solid for what it aims to do.
Yeah, the review's verdict on performance is basically, it does what it says on the tin. Smooth gameplay for the classic systems, and crucially, those PS1 games that can run apparently run well. No major slowdowns reported.
But hang on a sec. If it's got this premium aluminum build, which suggests maybe a higher price, is it a bit underpowered for that price?
That's a fair question.
Compared to other handhelds that might push into N64 Dreamcast, it seems focused on the older stuff. Is it maybe style over substance?
Well, that could be the trade-off they're making. It seems like Trimui might be betting on a certain type of user, someone who values that build quality, that specific aesthetic, and maybe a more focused retro experience rather than wanting to play everything.
Okay. So that brings us back to the core question then. Is it legit? Is Trimui a real player?
And the review is pretty definitive on this. It says the device is 100% legit.
Okay, and what's the proof?
It comes down to the brand's history. Trimui isn't new to this scene. They've actually released other handhelds before.
Oh, really? Like what?
The review specifically mentions the Smart Pro and the Hammer. Apparently, those devices get some recognition in the handheld community. They were known for certain designs supporting open source firmware sometimes.
Ah, okay. So they have a track record. They're not just some random name that popped up online.
Exactly. That history, that's kind of the solid green flag here. They've been around. They've delivered products before.
Right. So putting it all together, the final take from the review seems to be it's not perfect, maybe not the most powerful, but it's legit.
Yeah, legit, stylish, compact. It delivers that nostalgic gaming hit it promises, and the build quality lives up to the hype. It keeps its promises.
Okay, so it does what it sets out to do and does it with some style.
Exactly. And I think it's a really interesting example of a gadget that's, super focused. It targets a specific niche.
The people who appreciate that premium manufacturing, the CNC aluminum.
Right. And they deliver a specific reliable experience in that form factor, which really stands out in a market flooded with, frankly, a lot of disposable plastic junk.
So thinking about this for you, the listener, given we have this positive take on the build, the materials, the brand history, this thing is clearly made to last, unlike a lot of electronics.
That durability is key.
So how does buying something like this, a premium retro device built for longevity, maybe change how you think about digital nostalgia? especially when so much tech feels, obsolete almost immediately.
Yeah, it's that tension, isn't it, between wanting something solid, something permanent, and the often fleeting nature of digital games and hardware cycles?
Exactly, that balance between the physical quality and the digital experience. Something for you to think about until our next deep dive.